Okay, I just finished watching Andor Season 2. I gotta say it was pretty good.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, I loved where the stormtroopers attacked the Resistance.
Let's try not to spoil for anyone who hasn't watched it yet.
But yeah, watching those Star Wars shows just got me itching to do a Star Wars tier list.
A Star Wars tier list. I guess I'm down for that.
Cool beans. Just let me pull up the tier list.
Also, are we including some of the other Disney Star Wars cartoons on the list?
Well, that depends how bad the show is, but yeah, we're not adding them to the list, so yeah.
Okay, so starting off the list, we got Star Wars, aka A New Hope.
Even though this came out in the 70s, it still stands out for a solid non-CGI film.
True. I like the whole story behind it all. Seeing the Death Star was really interesting to see, and it made it feel like a real threat in this film.
Speaking facts right there, dude. Slowly revealing the Jedi backstory was interesting, and Luke training to become a Jedi was a nice touch for the film.
I will say that fight with Obi-Wan and Darth Vader was pretty mid, though.
Dude, the film came out in the 70s. Lightsaber fights improved years later.
Look, I hear you, but all I'm saying is, it's pretty dated. Also, all the memes the film had were goated.
Oh, hell yeah. Many films use them even to today, so where are we ranking this film, guys?
Honestly, even though the film is old and not as good as other goated Star Wars films, I'm thinking a B tier for story and action scenes being soiled.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with Dom with this one.
Okay, B tier for New Hope. Now I think we all agree Empire Strikes Back is an easy S tier.
Oh, absolutely. Seeing Yoda was so cool. And the lightsaber fights were better and improved. And Luke got a little bit stronger with the Force.
The whole Empire chasing the Resistance was chaotic. Also, the I am your father meme hit hard.
True easy S tier for Empire Strike Back. Alright then, next up is The Return of the Jedi, which was originally named Revenge of the Jedi.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, guys. This film was the weakest in the trilogy. The Luke and Vader boss fight was such a letdown. And Obi-Wan telling Luke that Leia is his sister, and he finding out after he kissed her was strange and confusing.
Not only that, but Boba Fett's death was so poorly and disappointed so many Star Wars fans. I get he has a show and all, but talk about a terrible way to go out.
Damn, you guys make some good points. But the Resistance taking out the Death Star and Vader redemption is good enough to put up in C tier.
I'm fine with a C tier.
Yeah, same.
Putting the film in C tier, and now we're on to the prequel trilogy, Phantom Menace.
This is kind of like Empire Strikes Back, but in a higher, better way. The lightsaber fights were awesome in the film. Seeing young Anakin was cool to see, but it's too bad he's distant to turn into the Sith Lord.
True, Darth Maul was an interesting villain.
Are you sure? He hasn't been used much since outside EO of Clone Wars.
Well, his fight with Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn was sick. Sad to see his death was too quick. And him passing on to the Force proves that he was, and still is, a great Jedi Master. I agree. I'm thinking B tier for this one. It's not bad, but the weakest in the prequel trilogy.
Okay, B tier for Phantom Menace. Next up is Attack of the Clones.
This one was actually good. Seeing Anakin love story was nice. Count Dooku and Jango Fett were a great villain for the film, and the clones were awesome.
Seeing all the Jedi fight all the droid was also pretty good. Seeing Mace Windu and Yoda lightsaber fight were so fucking goated.
I say A tier for Attack of Clones. It's a really good film.
Alright then, A tier for this film. Next up is the best Star Wars film of all time, Revenge of the Sith.
Easy S tier.
No objections here.
Seeing Palpatine reveal himself to be the Sith Lord was cool to see, and Obi-Wan and Anakin fight was so fucking epic. And seeing Darth Vader himself was a great way to end the film. Also, the memes in the film were great.
Oh hell yeah. Best Star Wars films up to date. Alright, now we're getting into the sequel trilogy, The Force Awakens.
This film literally copies New Hope at the same time. It also doesn't help the film is mid.
You gotta admit that Finn and Poe were great characters for the film, and Finn had a great character development in the film was great.
Look, I hear you. But see, the OG cast was fine, and all but Cleo Ren was a mid-villain. If anything, this film deserves to go in D tier.
What? D tier is way too low for this film. It may be mid, but it still stand out for the time.
Dude, Finn and Poe chemistry and OG cast carried this film into C tier. That's how high I'll go.
Nah, fuck that. Put the film in D tier.
Okay. Look, Marcus, I agree with you. The film does copy New Hope is a big way. And yes, Finn and Poe were great characters. Yes, bringing back the OG cast was great. And Cleo Ren was pretty ass. In my opinion, I say the film should go in B tier.
Let's
Bro,
go.
what the fuck is this bullshit?
I'm sorry, Marcus. I know you think the film is mid, but Finn and Poe chemistry does cancel the flaws 7 times out of 10.
Fucking unbelievable.
All right, putting it in B tier. Next up is The Last Jedi.
This is a much better improvement off from the first film.
Only by a little. Seeing Luke train Rey was cool to see, but seeing Ben kill his master and then turns on Rey just made me kinda conflicted.
You know what? I kind of see his point, though. I'm feeling a B tier for film. It may be better, but slightly conflicted backlines.
Okay then, B tier for The Last Stand. Now we're down to the last film of the trilogy, Rise of the Skywalker.
Zack put this shit in D tier.
Yeah, I gotta admit, this movie was pretty ass.
This film was so goddamn bad. Seeing Palpatine alive was so strange, even the Vader clearly shoved him down an engine shaft. And seeing Ben tell Rey that she's a Palpatine was so fucking confusing. Also, that kiss. Why? The fuck? Did Rey and Ben kiss was so out of fucking nowhere?
This shit is the definitive worst Star Wars film in the franchise. D tier.
Damn.
Now, I think we agree Clone Wars is a tier, right?
Oh,
Yes,
absolutely.
of course. Ashoka was a really cool character in the series. It sucks that they kicked her out in season 4.
All right, a tier for Clone Wars. Next up is Rogue One.
Finally, Disney used their brains for once and made an actual good Star Wars film. The story was amazing. The cameos in the film were great. And Vader attacking the rebels leading into episode 4 was awesome to see.
All right then, now we're getting into the live action shows. What do we think of Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Personally, it felt more like a runaway adventure. But seeing the plot taking place the events right after episode 3. Also having Luke and Leia were a nice touch to the film. But the main problem is having Reva Savander, the main focus in the show, was too much to bear. I know she was a youngling, but it doesn't help with the fact she's more of a spotlight show. The only characters that matter are Obi-Wan, Vader, and Leia.
Wait, are you saying you don't like Reva?
I'm not saying I don't like her, I just don't find her character interesting.
Well, anyway, I think the show is pretty solid, and the Anakin flashbacks were great, and the Vader fight was amazing. If anything, I say B tier for this show.
I'm fine with B tier.
Now, up next, it's Ashoka series.
To be honest, guys, I didn't fuck with the series as much as I thought I would.
Oh, hell yeah. This show was such a huge letdown for Ashoka character, and the lightsaber flights were slow and ass. The only thing I liked from the show was Anakin's cameo in the show, and the flashbacks from the Clone Wars.
So should the show go in C tier?
Yeah, put the show in C tier.
If you guys mind, I'm gonna put out these next 2 Star Wars projects in D tier.
That's
I couldn't
fine
care
with
less
me.
about those shitty-ass Star Wars films.
And should we put both Mandalorian and Boba Fett shows in B tier?
I only watched the Luke Skywalker clip on YouTube, so yeah, B tier for both. Also, Dom, you said Andor Season 2 is really good, right?
That is correct.
Since you're the only one who watched it, where would you rank the show?
A tier. It's a really good watch when you really get to know it.
All right then, that's the list, folks.
Well, this list was really good. As much as I rewatch all those films and shows, I rock with this.
Also, guys, I forgot to mention, I'm down for some in-person content for the channel.
Cool. I can pull up in an hour or 2.
Don't forget to pick me up as well, Markus.
Well, in the meantime, I'll get my gaming room set up when you guys arrive. But until then, see you guys when you get here.
Okay, Zack. See you when we get there.
Now, time to get this place cleaned up.